Should I say like another like 90s movie to start us off in this, or
The Breakfast Club.
I was just about to say The Breakfast Club.
16 Candles.
Ooh, 13 going on 30.
Not the same.
No, that's a 2000. That's 2000s, isn't it? Sorry.
All right. Welcome back to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier Chronicles season finale, episode 6.
Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Captain America
Yeah,
and Winter Soldier.
Did they put that at the end, or was
Oh.
did I miss that? I think I saw some. Because I watched Mr. Sunday to steal their points, and
Yeah, shout out Mr. Sunday.
and I think
need our
they
shout-out.
showed that. Yeah, well, yeah, but they showed Captain America and Winter Soldier, so maybe it was at the end. I don't know.
Yeah.
At that point, I wasn't really paying much attention.
Yeah. Because this episode sucks shit.
I was about to say, yeah, you guys have some very strong opinions on this episode.
Yes.
And I just want to say that I didn't hate it, as you guys were legitimately offended by it.
I honestly thought it was a hot plate of shit is what it was, and the pacing was weird. All the action happened in the first like whatever amount of like 15 minutes, and it was like, all right, I know what happened in the last one, but like,
Okay.
I feel like we could warm ourselves up to that, and it just fucking kicked into it, and I was immediately.
Let me ask you this: What do you think is the worst Marvel movie?
Thor,
Oh, the worst Marvel movie?
the Hulk, probably.
The Hulk or Thor: The Dark World?
Thor, I'd say Thor: The Dark World.
Thor: The Dark World's
I
not
would
that great.
say this isn't a movie, but this one episode is the worst thing Marvel has produced.
It was bad,
one
man.
episode is the worst thing Marvel has produced in
I like
this
Thor: The Dark World
universe.
better than this episode. I fucking hated
Yeah.
it.
Sam said, just for this one's for the viewers, about how dramatic Sam is being about this episode. He sent us a text saying that after this one episode being bad, he is worried about the state of the MCU going forward. That is ridiculous, Sam. That is absurd. We had 5 episodes that were absolute bangers, and then we have one episode that wasn't.
Okay.
This is the worst episode, but. Come on.
Thank you for admitting it's at least not a good episode of the show. It was bad.
I'll say this about Sam's point. I don't know if I'm worried about the MCU because it's like they still have the same directors, like John Watts doing Spider-Man, Sam Raimi's doing Doctor Strange, and so. But I am worried because they just announced Captain America 4.
I will say I'm obviously being dramatic.
Yeah, you are.
It's being written by the same guy. It's the same guy who wrote this. He was the showrunner for this, Malcolm Spellman.
I don't know if there's a hot take, but I also didn't think I don't think the Flag Smashers were like that compelling.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Because I don't think I've seen a ton about that online. I don't know why, but I've kind of been avoiding like reading articles or anything about the tweets.
There's no articles. It's just fan fiction. People.
Yeah,
just
like tweets. Like I haven't consumed a ton of media on Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I didn't think the Flag Smashers were anything special, which is kind of like one of people's biggest criticisms of Marvel. It's like it'd be nice if they could fix that, and they just had Thanos, so it's kind of hard to bounce back from that. But even in WandaVision, I thought Agatha.
She was cool.
Agatha. She was good. A good villain.
No, she was nothing. I didn't care about her at all.
I cared about her more than I care about the Flag Smashers, though.
I care about her more than I care about Flag Smashers and the Power Broker.
And especially the Power Broker. Who the
Power
fuck
Broker was dumb.
All right,
Sharon
all right.
Carter,
let's go through this. Let's go through this one
yeah.
chronologically again.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not make this a mess like the show was.
Yeah, our pacing is going to be the same as the show. We come out hot, and then we're just going to be. After 5 minutes, then it's just nothing.
It's gonna come out hot, just, and then after someone gets angry, I'm gonna have a nice speech, and then at the end we'll have a crawfish, like we'll have a
little cookout, and we can hang off Sean's arm because as we know he's very strong.
Which actually I didn't mind that part, but we'll just go.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, okay.
Straight off the hop. we get Sam busting through the windows in his new suit, which Sean hated.
No, I didn't hate.
I loved it.
Loved the suit.
I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps
No.
when I saw that.
I didn't hate it. I didn't like the sock fucking mask thing that he had, like half of a mask and then you could see his hair.
Yeah, that's weird.
I
it
liked
looks
it,
weird.
man. I thought it was cool.
I'm with you on that.
Could they not have given him a more grand intro though? It
Yeah.
was so like it's poorly
I would
lit.
even have
And before we see Sam, we see him flying in the sky and you hear him talking. It's like, could you not have just had the first time you see him, like not seeing him from a distance, not hearing him talk, the first time you see anything about Sam is his intro, you know? Like I feel like they kind of ruined it.
that goes back to like the pacing of the show, where it's like we came out swinging off the hop. Where you could have eased this in, and I know it's coming right off like the heels of the last episode, and especially if you're binging it, it might be like better. But we're not binging it; we're watching it like as they come out. I would have liked,
You could have had a 2-minute scene of just
loosen me up,
maybe
a little bit.
Would you have wanted to see Sam maybe pick up the suit or something like that? Or or something.
Him and Bucky like meeting up and like I don't know, fucking making their way to New York, right?
Them just being like, let's do this, whatever.
Yeah,
we got
let's
this
do
plan,
this.
and not
hands together, baby. Like let's fucking do this. Something I don't know. Something did like.
Here's what I would do. I would tease the suit.
Lube me up
for 2 minutes. Tease the suit for 2 minutes. He's talking on the phone to Carly or whatever. No, not Carly. Sharon, and he's like, "Okay, yeah, I know what to do. We know what to do. I'll meet you there." And then it's like a slow glove on.
Yeah.
Grabs the shield. Puts the glasses on. And then flies out. But we can't see it. We can't see it fully. It flies out. He just flies, and then we go in, and then
the reveal is that all
happens.
Yeah, lube us up a little bit. You don't have to just shove the whole thing in there.
Tease us.
That's my criticism right off the hop.
What about when GSP was like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm Captain America." Pretty good.
I liked
right?
that.
Pretty
good.
Pretty
I thought
good.
That was fine. Yeah, I had no
I think
qualms.
It's cheesy, but I loved it.
So later in that fight, Sam is like lifting up a car with like the aid of his suit. But wouldn't he be like, he was also holding it up? So wouldn't he be getting squished by like this 2,000-pound car versus the thrusters that
he had the rocket shit. The thrusters
I don't
were
know how
helping
physics work, but it's like he just happened to be in between his jetpack and the car. Like Sam was doing nothing.
Yeah, but if you were pushing a wagon with a car, and this wagon was really heavy, and you were squished between it, just because you're in between it, but you're still being squished. Like that, there's that sandwich. The s'more is being...
Don't, buddy, we're not fucking scientists. We don't know this shit.
Like, I thought that was weird. I was like, he doesn't have super serum or anything. Why isn't he dead right now?
Anything that's wacky like that, I just think Wakanda tech. It's Wakanda tech.
Yeah.
Everything is vibranium that he's wearing. It's Wakanda tech. That's it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but so we go off like just instantly, which I found was... would have been okay if I could see anything going on. Like I could not see a solid punch being thrown like the whole fight. Dude, because there's fast edit, clip. It's like what am I watching right now?
And it's all red and black. Everything's red and black.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Flag Smashers like smashing John Walker, but I'm also seeing like him, like, I don't know what he's doing. He's like just holding the shield, and then I don't even remember what happened for most of it, because it's just constant throwing shit and punching that is just not well directed at all.
We did get to see Sam using those flips in action. Did you guys catch that?
Yeah, I saw that too. It was stupid as hell.
What did he did some flips?
Yeah, he was backpedaling. I think it was when he was fighting GSP.
No, it was when he was fighting Carly.
It was when he was fighting Carly. Okay, yeah, he's backpedaling, and instead of just like walking backwards with his legs, which you would think would be probably the easiest and most efficient way to do it, he's just jumping and doing these weird flips. And I'm like, good thing he practiced.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what do you guys think of the like the wings, like the utility of the wings? That was also pretty sick.
I actually love that was the thing I probably liked the most about the episode was his use of the wings when Carly punched the shield and he put his wings, like he bolted his wings into the ground
sick.
to like hold her back. And then when the helicopter came and it crashed and he grabbed like the person out of the helicopter and then he made like a shield around her, and then the helmet, the Captain America shield was on top, and the wings were like a little like circular thing. It was so cool. But
very cool.
That was good. The thing is, I said from the start I wanted Sam to be Captain America. And I felt like it was rushed, in the sense that like, the last episode, we just got this whole new like dynamic of why he didn't want to be Captain America that was never explained beforehand. And then in this one, they really pushed the like, okay, well, nobody's gonna like, everybody's gonna accept him kind of thing in like all the people in the streets, which I fucking hated too. All the people in the streets, yeah, let's go.
It reminded me of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
And then when they're fighting, and then the guy's like, "That's Black Falcon." It's like, wait, let's hold up first a second. He's always been Falcon. Nobody's ever called him Black Falcon. I know there was like a kid in the streets. A kid in the streets, like in episode 2.
That's just a thing now that everybody called him.
Now everybody's calling him Black Falcon. And then he was like, no, that's Captain America. It's like it's so too much.
If he came and he's like, no, that's Blackton America.
That's Blackton America.
Right. Yeah, Blackton America.
Right, right. In Blackton America, I'm very familiar.
Of course. Because the thing about Black Falcon, nothing about, like, it is strictly based on the color of his skin.
His race, yeah.
There's a whole thing about, like, oh, it's the Black Falcon. It's like, okay, so all of society just agreed to call this guy this strictly based on the fact that he has black skin. And everyone just does it? Okay.
When he goes to Isaiah Bradley's house after, his nephew opens the door, he's like, well, if it isn't Black Falcon. And then Isaiah he turns around and Isaiah's like, hey, he's not the Falcon no more, but he's still black. Like, okay. That is the dialogue we're running with. Okay. Yeah.
I actually didn't okay, we'll get to that scene at the end, but I didn't mind that.
I kind of minded it.
Okay.
But so let's go to the John Walker. John Walker next.
So John Walker, I told you guys that I have some opinions on this, so let me take you guys through what I was going through when I saw John Walker.
Shoot.
I was really excited when he showed up, because remember last time we were like, is he going to be back in action? We don't know. Mm-hmm. He shows up fully decked out. He's got his little shield that he welded together in his garage.
Shift shield, yeah.
It's a shit shield too.
It's a horrible shield.
It lasted 5 seconds.
He shows up and he's fighting against the Flag Smasher. So we know there that he is still wants to be a good guy. Mm-hmm. But then I was expecting him to at some point maybe fight Bucky or fight back against the good guys or something like that. And then when you see him make the choice to not go after Carly and pick up the thing, I was like, well, that's really annoying. Like, I don't want to see his arc resolved in one episode.
Thank you.
No, but here's the thing, Sean. That's not where it's done. Because then I realized when you see the scene at the end, this guy is so not mentally there at all. Like, he still wants to be a good guy, but his perception of reality is just not there at all. It's like he has a single digit IQ. This guy, after everything that he just went through, he thinks that it's okay to show up with his little makeshift shield that is not going to work as like a functioning shield. He welded it in his garage.
Yeah, but he's still a super soldier.
I know, but he was told by the government, literally, you are going to be other than honorably discharged. You're not going to be Captain America anymore because you totally fucked that up. You're absolutely not allowed to do that anymore. And then the first thing he does is he goes back out and he does it. And then, what's the girl's name? Val?
Val. Or like Valerie, I don't know. She didn't want him to call her that, but I don't know why. So.
Yeah, we'll call her that though.
Captain Hydra.
Val's like, we don't need a Captain America. We're gonna need a U.S. agent. And he's like, he's all giddy about it. No, but his response, he's all giddy about it. He's like, oh yeah, U.S. agent. Yeah, no, we're Captain America, U.S. And it's like, dude, do you understand the events that just transpired here? This is not a win for you. The fact that you think that this, like everything that you've just gone through. So I think that could be actually a more interesting storyline. The fact that he's clearly gonna have his mental state is deteriorating and he's basically just going to be taken advantage of by Val. I think that's a more interesting story.
I think that's a great take.
I never thought he was evil. I always thought he was a dickhead.
Wow, I just talked a lot.
And like who clearly is like got some PTSD problems and he's a little fucked up in the head. I didn't think he was evil. I thought he was like a terrible guy, but like I didn't like I felt like they used that to like clean up his arc, the whole thing. Like that whole 6 episodes were like, this guy's fucking nuts. This guy's a douchebag. Oh, he's got the super soldier serum. He's going to turn into this fucking badass bad guy. And then the first thing he does is to clean. I think they did it specifically to clean his arc up. Is just okay. Go save those people on the bus. That's it. Like that's all I like. It was.
But do you not think that he would have done that in that situation? Like you think that was uncharacteristic of what he would have done in that situation?
It was throughout the show. It was. He killed a guy that wasn't.
Yeah, no. But consistently, he tried to be a good person throughout the show. Obviously, when he saw Lamar get murdered, that kind of set him off.
Yeah, but maybe it would have been nicer to see him like fall deeper into like that, like the dark side of whatever, like if he did go after Carly rather than saving people.
I would have liked.
I'm fine with the way they did it because I do appreciate them. Like I said in the past, I'd love to see John Walker, like specifically John Walker, like be the main character of some property in the future. So I'm fine with him setting up for.
I think it'll be a Thunderbolts thing.
Yeah, but like John Walker, like Captain America
and Sam. I don't think he could have done that if he just was like full. If he just let a bus with like 30 people on it die. I don't think he could have done that. But now I could see that being a possibility.
It'd be cool just like have John Walker as this like anti-hero, which is like I'm definitely excited for in the future, which it definitely seems like they're going to do that. I don't see why they wouldn't.
Well, it might be a part of the Captain America 4 arc, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it being just like a different thing though. Like I don't think they have to always like coexist in the same property.
Yeah. Like he's different from Captain America now that he's US agent, so like if they did a Thunderbolts
they could make
thing
a
or whatever
Thunderbolts movie. Yeah,
that'd be cool. Or a Thunderbolts show or whatever they do. Like I'd be fully down for.
I don't want the show. I'm done with the shows.
Yeah, I am a little bit tired of the shows now. Yeah.
Moving swiftly along, Carly's death.
Terrible.
Did anybody on planet Earth care about that at all?
Couldn't care less.
Terrible, boring. She didn't even have any memorable line to say, like Killmonger in the end of Black Panther. No,
this just actually pissed me off so much. Her final words were, "I'm sorry." Like, why are you sorry? At least stick to what you believe in. Don't say you're sorry. Why are you apologizing to Sam? That doesn't even make any sense.
It's
like Killmonger, like you said. Yeah. Killmonger, when he
Killmonger
died,
had a great line.
Yeah, he was like, I don't care. This is what I believe in. I still believe in it, and just let me die.
I'd rather die.
Yeah, because didn't T'Challa like say like, well, we can save you still, and he's like, nah, fuck that, and then he died watching the sunset. That That was a good ending.
Yeah, no, that you know, this was probably where I had the worst because I don't know. I actually didn't mind the speech. Like it was pretty like on the spectrum of like centrist sort of attitude. You know what I mean? Where it shouldn't
so,
be. Like
I'm with you, Sean. I didn't hate it, but did you want to get there? Did you just want to go to the speech?
But the lead up, the problem I had with the speech wasn't the speech. It was the fact that there was about 30 minutes of nonstop boom, bam, slamming doors in people and shooting people in the head and fucking whatever. And then terrible death. This girl's dying in his arms like, oh my God, she's dying. And she's got the weirdest face. She's like, oh, like what is she doing? Was
terrible.
And,
she didn't
and then he picks her up like he's an angel, which is like, I bet the directors didn't mean to do that, but like he's like an angel, like carrying her to heaven, sort of deal. You know what I mean? But then he turns around, sees the politicians. He's like, okay, so 30 minutes, just bunch of action, bunch of violence, everything. This girl just died in his arms. So are you still going through with that vote? It's like, okay, I guess, you know, I don't think it was just like the tone of the episode shifted so dramatically that it felt so jarring, and it was a mess. That was the problem with me for the most part, was the tone. It was
out of place.
The tone was so out of place.
The worst part about the speech for me was the fact that this senator is well aware that there's a crowd around him, there's tons of cameras, and he's responding to what Sam says. He's like, you just don't understand how hard it is. It's so hard to do all this stuff. And it's like, what politician would ever say that?
Yeah.
Do you know what they'd say? They'd say, thank you, I'll consider it, and then never do it. Yeah, that's what they would do. No politician would ever respond like that, ever.
What would have been good there is that he, instead of like him, he's just like, I see what you're saying, Sam. I think your opinion is valid. We're gonna really think about that in the future. And then Sam goes like something like, "Oh, fuck off!" Like, yeah, I bet you are. Talk to me like a real man, you fucking bitch. And then I would have been like, okay, yeah, go in, King.
Sean, I was like, it would be so much better if Sam just teed off on him, just went in on him. Because the second half of the speech, when the senator wasn't responding to him, that part I thought was actually really good.
Yeah.
And it is, like you said, kind of like a centrist type of thing, where the MCU is probably like, oh, well, Sam just ended racism and poverty in the MCU, so we don't need to worry about that anymore.
Yeah. we can't alienate too many of our Republican viewers.
Yeah.
So,
no,
yeah.
We don't want them.
I was surprised to see them tackling race relations at all.
So are we good with the speech?
Yeah, I think we're fine with the speech.
Moving on to what? Damn, no, you go ahead because I forgot what I was going to say.
What happened after that?
Okay, no. When he go, here's what he went to Isaiah Bradley's. I didn't like it. I didn't like it because Isaiah had PTSD. He had just real terrible trauma from these events that have happened to him in his life. He said to Sam the episode prior, like, if you tell people they might kill me. You remember that?
Yeah.
Like he was like, people might kill me and stuff like that. I didn't like him outing him because like I felt like that was sort of a breach of
not his place,
his trust and privacy.
That's fair.
Isaiah did say that when he didn't think the world would be accepting for a Black Captain America. So like something did change.
So you
where
think
it's like clearly the tone has
that
like
pretense.
Yeah, but how does he doesn't know? But that was just one. Like him being a Captain America was one night. Like, you know what I mean? Like he could still be thinking in the future. Oh, they're still not gonna like him. It's not gonna work well.
Something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah. So I just didn't like how they played. They played that off as him being like, oh, okay, well, I've changed my mind after 45 years of just the worst trauma a man could ever experience off of one night of watching a CBC News, CNN News live coverage of Sam having a speech. He just changed his mind like that, and they make a statue, which is cool. I wish, like in a regular sense, it was like he was like. I know he was accepting of it, but in a logical sense, he would have been probably terrified. Like he would have had trauma. Seeing that, he'd be like so scared.
Yeah, even if he was like, grateful for it, he probably would. That's probably wouldn't be his reaction in real life. You mean
exactly?
Right? Yeah. Okay, I gotcha.
I just didn't like how they kind of tried to change that character's like viewpoint of society, like. You know, and here's what it really boils down to for me. It feels like they were trying to. Isaiah had these very radical views of America and how like they don't treat black people like the same, and then in the one episode he's like, oh, okay, let's jump on the centrist train with you guys because this is what I love now. It's like, come on,
that's actually
man,
a really good point.
Yeah, that is a really good point.
They kind of decredited his
trauma,
his speech in the last episode.
It's like them saying, "Oh well, there's a black Captain America now, so the real issues, don't even worry about them."
Yeah,
it's like there are still very real issues that exist in America.
Although I did like the point in the speech where he's like, "I know millions of people are gonna hate me for what I'm about to say," or some shit like that. But like again, that was one of like mixed in with just a bunch of like nonsense, like centrists, like oh, okay, well, you know, you're okay, but like, can we do better? So, come on,
we try a little bit harder, guys.
Yeah.
What is after that?
Bucky goes to see.
His
Asian man.
Buddy. Yeah,
it was nice, but also leaves. Way too rushed again.
Yeah, it was way too rushed.
We don't even see the guy's reaction. We don't see the guy's reaction to it. Like, can I at least see if he's like, "Oh, I understand," or like, "Get out of." Even if he said, "Get out of my apartment," and Bucky like is like, "I understand," but you know he needed to do it. That would have been nice, but then it was just rushing, and then let's go look at that girl he had a date with for 40 seconds in episode 1 or 2 or whatever the fuck one, and look at her through the window, and then there's nothing's gonna happen there. They're not gonna be like, "Oh, you want to go on a date again or some shit?" No, okay, we'll just walk away.
Yeah, like there wasn't even a wave or anything. It's just he stared at her through a window for a couple seconds and then left.
It was so rushed as hell. Felt like it invalidated a lot of people's feelings, but these little children on Twitter don't understand that because they don't understand basic morals.
Well, I think you're just racist, Sean.
If I was racist, I would, dude. I'm saying this is sort of like not racist, but sort of like invalidating some racism.
Yeah.
The facts are that this is the one episode where we have a black Captain America and you hate it. So I'm just going to leave that there.
Hey, no, you were the one that said that you wanted Bucky to be Captain America. I wanted Sam to be Captain America from the start.
I thought they were both going to be Captain. I thought they were going to share the mantle.
No.
That would have been weird.
That would be bad. Be like, we'll let a black Captain America happen, but we're gonna leave a white person in as the training wheels.
Yeah, that would be bad
but only on Mondays, Wednesdays, and every other Friday.
So I think, listen, I've gotten like just looking at going back to Twitter again. Looking at Twitter now is like it's just a bunch of fangirls and fanboys that are just like maybe under the age of 17, 16, and they're just tweeting, "Oh my God, that speech was so good," and they don't understand how to read between the lines of like, or they don't understand real life politics. They don't understand all this stuff because they're just like children who think that centrism is the way to go. And it's like, I was scrolling through and it was just a bunch of hashtag Falcon Winter Soldier hashtag, and it's just, oh, he did that. He's my Captain America. And it's like, no critical thought is being had in this hashtag, in this Twitterverse. Everything now is just kids saying, "Oh my God, Bucky is a." I saw one where it's like Bucky is a bi king. It was like, whoa, he's bi now. It's like I don't really give a shit if he's bi, but it's like actually I'd like that if he was bi because he's a handsome fella. I'd like to see him have some sex with handsome dudes. But like but just like it's just that such surface level bullshit that people are virtue signaling as children because they don't actually know what they're.
Where are people getting Buck being bi?
They just said they just said he want him, like they just said he was bi. They did, and then people were like, he's not bi. He's like, yeah, yes he is. It's like, okay, which is fine. It's just weird.
You can't be just saying. Can you imagine if you just opened up Twitter and just everybody on the internet is saying Sean's bi, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's disrespectful. It's like
where does this even come from?
Yeah, it reminds me of Tom Hardy. Like someone asked him if he was bi in like a press conference thing, and he's like, who the fuck? Why the fuck does it matter to you what I am and stuff like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like it's not a. Yeah, you just shouldn't be like assuming people's sexuality. It's pretty. Yeah, it's just not good.
Anyways,
it's not nice.
Right, we can wrap this up now.
I will give this.
How many Bucky kisses on the mouth?
Okay.
How many bisexual kisses between us and Bucky?
Bisexual Buck kisses. I will give this. I didn't like the episode. It was like there. Now that we talked about it a little more, there were some positive things that maybe I overreacted.
Yeah,
and I'm not cool with the future
somewhat,
they meant to. I will acknowledge that was dramatic. I just finished the episode. I wasn't happy with it, so my bad.
Do you think there's still hope for the MCU?
I still thought the pacing was stupid. I thought the speech was out of place, and obviously we talked about that centrist bullshit, like Disney classic stuff. So I'm gonna give this three. What do we call it? 3 bisexual Bucky kisses out of 10.
Yeah. So I am tempted to give it 10 because the more Bucky kisses, the better.
Just to spite us.
I will give this 5.0 bisexual Bucky kisses.
Yeah, 2.5. I wish I could.
What?
I wish I could.
What?
But I see. Listen, I wish I could have rated it more because I'd love more Bucky kisses, but I can't.
That's what I'm saying.
It's 2.5 Bucky kisses.
I'll take what I can get.
Are we gonna do Loki?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll do Loki.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson.
Take us home, brother.
Thank you for watching the series of Falcon and the Winter Soldier Chronicles. That's the last episode, so if you liked the video, give it a like, and if you really loved it, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. That's it for us. We'll see you in Loki.
See you in Loki.
In the Loki Chronicles.
In Loki, where we'll be recording live from inside of Loki's body.
From inside of him.
And sponsors, Sean.
Sponsors today, thank you to the Bong Joon-ho Hive fan club. Thank you to the Oscars live tonight. The Oscars coming out. What else do we have here? Sorry.
Our recurring sponsorship with Amazon Prime Videos.
Thank you to Sherwood hockey sticks for, I don't know.
Okay. We'll see you inside of Loki.